Learn how your high-earning spouse will affect your railroad retirement. Welcome everyone to another edition of the Highball Advisors Railroad Retirement Whiteboard. My name's John McNamara of Highball Advisors, and today we're going to talk about think of different strategies between railroad retirement and Social Security, and specifically if you have a high-earning spouse, how that's going to affect railroad retirement. Those claiming strategies are really important. There's a lot of money at stake if you just annualize that amount every year. I mean, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So you want to make sure that you get this right. So let's start from the beginning and just do with the basics, right? So a railroader at full retirement age, or if 60 and 30, they get 100% of their tier 1, 100% of their tier 2. Straightforward. Okay, the spouse is entitled to 50% of the tier 1 amount and 45% of the tier 2 amount. All right, so that's very straightforward. Now, however, you might have a spouse that's also paying into Social Security, right? And Social Security is the top 35 earning years, all right, and they would be entitled to their own Social Security benefit. However, everything is going to get paid through the Railroad Retirement Board, and it's important to remember that you can't get railroad retirement and Social Security, those two lump amounts. So you can't get a spousal tier 1 and a Social Security payment, right? That's called double dipping. So what's going to happen is your railroad retirement is going to be reduced by your Social Security benefit, right? So it's always going to equal the highest amount when it gets maximum. However, there's certain claiming strategies that you want to take advantage of here. So I find working through examples will be the best way. So we'll just work through this. So let's say a railroader at full retirement age, either 60 or 30. Well, probably let's do in this case, we'll say 60 and 30. But the tier 1 railroader would get $2,500. The tier 2, $1,000. The spousal tier 1 would be entitled to $1,250. And the spousal tier 2 would be entitled to $450, all right? Because that's 50% of $2,500 and 45% of the tier 2. Now, the spouse would have a benefit here, a Social Security benefit of $3,000 if they claimed on their own Social Security account, right? They'd be entitled to $3,000 at their full retirement age, right? So at full retirement age, they could switch out, okay, out of the basically out of the spousal tier 1 and claim their Social Security, but everything's through the Railroad Retirement Board, as I mentioned, and they would be entitled to $3,000, okay? So, and then their spousal tier 2 would still be $450. It actually be higher because of the inflation for all those years that they went. All right, so now that benefit's a lot bigger from the that $1,700. They're now up to $3,450. Probably with a little inflation, $3,500. You can even take this a step further and say, oh, I have a good Social Security benefit. I'm going to let that grow 8% a year, all right, from full retirement age, which would be 67 past 1960, 8% a year up to 70. And now you could start that Social Security benefit through the Railroad Retirement Board, as I always said. That's $3,800 just about. Right, so now we've gone to $3,800 from the $1,250, so that's really, really great stuff. And then the tier 2s there also. So that's the power of understanding the benefits that a high-earning spouse would be afforded if they have their own Social Security record. So here's the things you want to look to do. All right, pull the Social Security statement, right, the spouse Social Security statement, and understand what their full retirement benefits are. All right, so we'll tell you what it is at 67, we'll tell you what it's at 70. And even match that up against the railroad retirement. See what the spousal benefits would be. Understand this, the strategy timing there. All right, so what you probably want to do is start, and everybody's different, so take this with a grain of salt, but you probably want to start that spousal annuity in railroad retirement early and then let that Social Security grow, right? Delay the Social Security benefit for growth and, look at it. You never really want to do probably before full retirement age, but that would probably be the base is full retirement age, and then look to take that up a little bit further. And obviously you can't go past 70. So a lot of strategies here to think about. You don't want to leave any money on the table. So feel free to reach out to me if you're at or near retirement and you want to go through my boarding for railroad retirement process to understand these strategies. Like I said, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. You really got to get this part right. Really important stuff. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Click on the like button and click on the notification bell to get the latest video. And until next time, everyone, please stay safe, stay on track, and take care. So long, everybody. Bye.